Now that I know that this grows so fast and so easily, I'm gonna sprout a whole pack of these for each of my piggies. And we'll see, by this time next week, I'm gonna have so much wheatgrass, it's awesome. Hey, Scott here, Scotty's Animals. Homegrown guinea pig veggies. Let's talk about veggies that you can grow on your windowsill, in your yard, but basically, even if you don't have any space for a garden, what can you grow indoors on your windowsill that is an amazing treat for your piggies, and maybe also something for you that can keep you healthy? I'm Scott. I'm a volunteer at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. If you're new to the channel, then you're probably saying, what is up with this guy's man bun? This little knot up here, I like to tie my hair up in a knot when I'm working out, especially if I'm doing my stretch workout. So I just finished my stretch workout. If you want a 5-minute easy stretch routine, I'll put a link to that right here. Super easy. You don't need any special equipment. You don't need anything. It's a really quick, simple stretch that will just make you relax and feel calm and at peace. And especially in times like these, who couldn't use a really simple stretch? These are even stretches that you could do when you're standing in line somewhere, you know, just waiting around. You can easily do a simple stretch. So I highly recommend that. But let's talk about growing veggies at home. Now, a lot of veggies to grow from seed to harvest take months, but what is a fresh green snack that your piggies can enjoy in less than a week? So I'm going to show you a couple things that I've done here. Let's go over to the windowsill. Come on. So really, we've got two different kinds of things here. Number one, we've got stuff that I've bought from the store and that I've been regrowing with limited success, I would say. So this is a head of romaine lettuce that started sprouting again. This is celery, and this is only a couple days of regrowth. So I'm kind of excited about it, but we'll see what happens. So the celery's regrowing. Both of these are celery regrowing. These right here are bean sprouts, or beans, and they've grown pretty quickly. But it seems like by far the most successful things have been the wheatgrass here, and this is just various different types of lettuce. So these are like baby green lettuces. What I think is really cool about this, I'm just growing these on the bottom of a small milk carton, a little almond milk carton, and this is the bottom of a tofu tray. So I'm going to show you, this represents like 3 or 4 days worth of growth. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and we're going to see how the piggies like it. Mike, you want to try some? Don't pull the grass out. Try to eat it. So the cool thing about this is apparently you can cut it, or you can let your piggies munch the grass, and then it should regrow a couple times. Just mow the grass there, Mikey. Taking down a week's worth of growth in a minute. So I'll show you how to set this up, how to make this from scratch. How much does one of these cost? Like $5 at the grocery store? Now, if you don't want to wait and you want to go to the grocery store and you can find some wheatgrass, you'll find it pretty much just like this, and it will regrow several times. So if you want to just go get some, and it will actually last a while. Now I grew this patch of grass, but I've watered it every day for a month, and it's really slow growing, and you can see there's a lot of dirt, there's a lot of empty patches. I'm excited to let the piggies run around on it, but compared to the wheatgrass, not much really happened, huh? And look at this, just noticing. Let's see if you can see this. See all these little bugs. You won't get that on the inside. So these look like aphids. They look like aphids, which is a common garden pest that you can get rid of with like neem oil or soapy water, but with the fast sprouting wheatgrass, I don't think I'd have to worry about it. Here, Bill, try some of this grass. Billy, the secret's out. What do you think? You like it? Will they have a truce long enough to eat some wheatgrass? So I've just been sharing this with everybody. Everybody's getting a few bites. But now that I know that this grows so fast and so easily, I'm gonna sprout a whole pack of these for each of my piggies. And we'll see, by this time next week, I'm gonna have so much wheatgrass, it's awesome. So let's go to the kitchen and let's set this up. I'm going to do some experimenting with various dirt material. Maybe even try to grow some in pine shavings. All right, so let's go to the kitchen. So not very complicated. This is just a almond milk carton cut in half. I'm using both sides of it. The top is just screwed on. And then I'm going to pour the seeds right on top. So here's the seeds that I got. Thunder Acres, Kansas wheat seeds. Over here I got some beans that I'm sprouting, but that's for a whole different video. So these are those wheat seeds. That's what they look like. So how much do you use? I don't know. Just kind of want to visualize how dense you want the grass to sprout, right? And just do it like that. Remember, this is thick. This is not like little skinny grass. These are pretty thick. So I would do a nice, even, thick layer, but I wouldn't go crazy. I don't think you need to double it up or anything. But I don't want to waste it. So I'd say something like that's pretty good. Now the last time I did it, I covered the seeds with dirt. But I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to make sure that the soil is wet enough. Remember, this is a waterproof carton here. So, actually that might be too wet. Hopefully it's not too wet, because I'm just gonna let it dry. I didn't want these seeds to go underneath. I wanted them to stay on top. Okay, so I've got my 2 big ones, 2 smaller trays with dirt in it, with soil, and then these, look, pine shavings. Now I just sprinkled them on top because it's wet enough that the seeds are going to absorb that water. And here is the one that just got mowed. So I'm going to put that back in the sun. The soil is still moist, so I don't think I need to water it again. And look, I still have a huge bag of seeds. But this is a really good system. I'm going to probably order another bag of seeds just so I always have some. Okay. So this is an interesting experiment, and I'll let you guys know maybe through Instagram how these are growing. So follow me on Instagram or Facebook and you'll see some updates. So I just stacked those because the seeds want to be dark. They want to be covered until they sprout. I'm not sure if it matters because they sprout so fast, but I'm going to take another almond milk container and I'm just going to cover them. Try not to interfere with my other crop here. And probably in a day or two, these things will have already sprouted, and I'll check on them tomorrow. All right, so that's it for my garden. These have a couple days to go. You know, if I wanted to eat them as microgreens, I'm sure that they'd be amazing and delicious on a sandwich. But for this first batch, I'm just going to see what happens to it. But I would totally eat this just like this. For microgreens, they're really big. But for full-on lettuce, I guess they're not. All right, so there you go. Fresh greens grown indoors on your windowsill. It's really fast and easy to do. I'll put a link in the description to those wheat seeds. And this is really cool. It's something that doesn't take a lot of time. You don't need any special equipment. In fact, those wheat seeds, they actually sprout in the dark, and once you put them on the windowsill, they seem to grow really, really fast. So let me know what your experiences are in the comments, and I look forward to continuing the conversation there. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.